We will start in WWE with the most visual of all the injuries that happened. Cody Rhodes completely tearing his pectoral tendon off of his bone and still somehow wrestling his match at Hell in a Cell against Seth Rollins and winning that match, I might add. So he was written off TV this past Monday when Seth attacked him with a sledgehammer, even though we all knew he had already torn his pec. They brought it into the storyline. He will be undergoing surgery. He will be out about 6 to 7 months, according to early estimates. So, Danny, I know you watched that match at Hell in a Cell and Monday Night Raw, obviously, for your fast forward. What do you think of Cody wrestling this match, and what now happens to WWE since he's out?
That's a loaded question you got there, but I have very mixed feelings about Cody wrestling the match. I don't want to give him props because I don't want him to think he did the right thing, because I don't think he should have gone out there. I know he already tore it as much as possible, so the damage couldn't have been any worse, but there's a lot of things that can still go wrong. You know, your other muscles and body parts are going to overcompensate when one of the other parts isn't working. So you could have injured so much more of your body.
The old kinetic chain.
You know, it's just... but that being said, oh my God, it made it one of maybe the best Hell in a Cell matches of all time, at least the best one in the last decade, and maybe the best one since... I can't remember a good Hell in a Cell besides the obvious ones.
I'm trying to think. I like, if I'm going a little more low-key, Usos versus New Day was pretty good.
That was really good. I mean,
that might be the last one I watched.
We've had good ones. All the women's ones were good, but like this is what Hell in a Cell used to feel like. It wasn't just the match itself being good. It's the feel of it that. So
the fear of being in the cell and stuff like that.
Yeah, it made the cell feel deadly again, as opposed to just a hardcore match with a cage around it. It was
only happening because of a branded pay-per-view instead of it being like a serious grudge match that has absolutely hit its limit.
Like, when I'm be honest, the crowd was dead for the beginning of that match because they were kind of just didn't know how to react to Cody's moves. Because the moment he takes off his stupid Homelander jacket, the crowd is like gasps and then goes silent for a while, because it's like, is he really going to wrestle like this? Like, this isn't okay. Like, the crowd had that. And this is Chicago. And they were like, this is not cool. But as far as, so yeah, I don't want to give him full, like, it worked. It 100% worked. And it makes him like the ultimate babyface. But I don't want to give in to his sick fucking blue-eyed babyface fetish that he has going on, that he was willing to do this. I mean, this guy fucking set himself on fire for us. Like, he is willing. This has always been there. Cody has always been willing to do insane shit for us. And we just never appreciated it because we're kind of the bad guys too. It's not just Cody. Like, he's the problem, but we're also the problem. It's not mutually exclusive, you know? But this is terrible timing. This could not have come at a worse time. Like, he is the number one babyface in WWE, and this solidified it, even though he's written off TV. Like, no one comes close to him now. Like, not Drew McIntyre, not Bobby Lashley. Sorry, James, I know you like him for some reason, but like, he's not even fucking close. But
losing MVP killed him, but that's another discussion.
It did. 100% did, and it's not even a discussion. It's just that is 100% a fact and a statement, and that's it. There's no debate in it. But there's no one even close. Like, we'll get into a little bit, but like, there's a huge void left by Cody going down, and they're not filling it with Seth, which, you know, before Seth attacked him, I thought that's what they were going to do, because it was like, how do you get out of this? Seth looks like a chump because he lost to a guy with the fucking, whose tattoo bled into the rest of his fucking body, and Seth still couldn't beat him. So like, he was a fucking loser. And I was like, oh shit, having him show respect and just kind of like not be a heel about it is the best way to protect him in defeat. But nope, he attacked him anyway and still a heel, which means that they're gonna have at least one more match when Cody comes back, you know. So yeah, real enticing to get people over from AEW. I mean, it is because he's being pushed as the top babyface, but you know, goddamn, you know, I would like him to do something else when he comes back, but we'll see. Who knows? I saw a good theory that maybe he is in Money in the Bank, but he never actually wrestles. He just gets attacked before the match and then comes out and pushes Seth off the ladder at the end and climbs the ladder because they seem hell-bent on. Because he said if he could, he would be at Money in the Bank. He said that in his promo. So it's almost like he's operating under the intention of making it to Money in the Bank somehow.
Which would be nuts. And it would give me the lengthy Money in the Bank reign, for lack of a better phrase, that I was discussing, I think, in our group chat the other day. Because I know this is a Money in the Bank discussion and not a Cody discussion, but I do miss the fact that people used to hold that for a long time. You made it way cooler. But absolutely not like that. And you're right about the timing. It is the worst possible timing for Cody. Like you say, he was the top babyface. He is undefeated since his return to WWE. He is clearly being groomed to take at least one of those titles off of Roman, whether that was in a straight up match or in or via the Money in the Bank. We don't know. But either way, he was definitely being tracked to that. And now, assuming he goes on to have surgery in the next couple of days of this recording, yeah, like he's gone, and it really sucks. Now, like you said, they have to fill that void at the top of the card, and I think we'll get into that a bit later. But it's going to be difficult. I kind of like it not being Seth. I'm enjoying this version of Seth. He's almost like the Joker in a way, sort of. Like I still, he's like drip god, but him coming out in his last three or like big pay-per-view matches, dressed as the Shield again, dressed in the polka dots of Dusty Rhodes. I'm blanking on the other one, but he dressed as Rey Mysterio when he faced Dom. He dressed like the Halloween Havoc Rey Mysterio gear. That was a while back now, so maybe it wasn't the last three, but he's been pulling out some really good ring gear to fuck with people, and I'm really enjoying his character as a heel right now. So maybe turning him right now wouldn't have been the best.
I am enjoying it too. I just don't like the comparisons to the Joker because
I saw it on Reddit.
Seth.
I stole it.
He is one of my favorites, but I believe the Joker would be like a top level promo where Seth is just like a decent, good promo. He's not that crazy. He's good with the suits. Like he's a really good WWE heel. He's not iconic like the Joker.
Fair.
And he's also now lost to a handicapped person. He has no credibility left. So he needs to do something to regain credibility. And that beatdown was not enough, not nearly enough.
Yeah, he needs to win something. It's just there's nothing to win. Like he's not going to beat Theory right now. I don't even know who has the IC title, but he'd have to go to SmackDown, I assume, to get it. And I don't think they want to move him over there.
I think that title's going to change hands by the time this comes out. So,
spoiler alert. But yeah, it's a tough position for them. Now, looking forward, like I said at the top of this, Cody is expected to be back in 6 to 7 months, depending on when he gets the surgery, how everything goes. Sometimes WWE does like to exaggerate the timelines so guys can make surprise returns earlier than they should. John Cena. But that time frame would kind of put him around the Rumble. So, if they do want to wait till Royal Rumble, have him come back there, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be a great return, and you could slingshot him straight for a Roman Reigns match.
Yeah, which I think is better than him winning Money in the Bank. I don't think him winning Money in the Bank actually makes sense because he's too blue-eyed of a fucking babyface to cash in on a prone opponent at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if he was one of those dorks who announced his match ahead of time and then lost via disqualification or shenanigans. And
Knowing Cody, he would be. Like, that's his
Yeah.
little character now. Like, he plays things straight up. Like, he would definitely be the dork to announce his match beforehand. I'm challenging you at this pay-per-view in the main events, and I'll cash in then. You're right. He would absolutely do that. The Rumble would be a lot better. And I think that pop would be so good. I don't even know what the Rumble is this year, and I have to imagine it would be amazing.